Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to COD Emperor. Here are the Call of Duty villains of the past decade. Number 10, Corvus, Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 perhaps has the most complicated story of any game in the series, and not in a good way. Its villain situation is just as bad as it turns out that the game's true villain was an AI called Corvus. There's nothing special about Corvus, and the whole rogue AI that kills people for getting in the way is just overdone, and not only video games but other media as well. Plus it never shuts up about that stupid frozen forest it wants to make humanity's afterlife.
But each one presented new ways for our enemies to compromise.
Number 9, Roman Barkov, Modern Warfare 2019. The newest Modern Warfare was a welcome return to in terms of the campaign, but its biggest issue was its villain, Roman Barkov. It's yet another evil Russian dude that basically views everyone in Urzikstan, the fictional country he's occupying, as terrorists and mercilessly rules over them. It makes the player want to take him down with the numerous guns at their disposal, but he does not have anything special about him when compared to other villains.
Put up and you will see, Hadir. One more time. Who is...
Number 8, Gabriel Rouke, Ghost. Ghost is often considered to be one of the worst games in the series with its plot hole-filled campaign that could fill a thing of Swiss cheese. But its villain was decent enough in Rouke. He was a former Ghost who was brainwashed by the Federation into betraying them and his country. It felt like, though, he could have been so much more, but ultimately he just spends most of the game taunting the heroes and only occasionally acting on his threats.
You call yourself a ghost?
Number 7, Percy is Cold War. The newest addition to the Call of Duty Rogues gallery, there is a lot of mystery surrounding and hidden plot lines surrounding the one known as Perseus. His real name is unknown, and it has been hinted that Perseus may in fact be an organization rather than a singular person. Though this makes the character interesting, there is still a lot of unknowns of this character. Number 6, Stalin Koch, Infinite Warfare. Given all the hate Infinite Warfare has gotten from original Call of Duty players, its campaign was better than it had any right to be. Part of it is that ruthless villain Stalin Koch, played by Kit Harington of Game of Thrones fame. The man has no sympathy for anyone but his goal of conquering Earth. The man shows time and time again he will do anything to get the job done, no matter the cost of both civilians and his own men.
This place.
Number 5, Jonathan Irons, Advanced Warfare. Though the model and actor portraying the character Kevin Spacey has since been disgraced, his performance as Jonathan Irons will be ingrained in those that played Advanced Warfare's campaign. After the death of his son, Irons uses the Atlas Corporation to be the world's leader in achieving world peace. He'll do whatever it takes, even if it means letting thousands die from nuclear attack. He knew what happened for personal gain. The reasoning behind his actions is ultimately the best part of the mediocre campaign.
Which is why my priorities have changed.
Number 4, Edward Richthofen, Zombies. Though first introduced in World at War, more of his story has been fleshed out in the more recent games. A Nazi that is responsible for basically all the crazy zombies and zombie bosses running around, Richthofen is as insane as Nazis could get. This guy has loved violence and always shouts in joy when killing a zombie. It seems like he wanted something like the zombie apocalypse to happen. Though he seemingly turned himself around, his crime still plagued the world.
But I do. The blood will protect.
Number 3, Nikita Dragovich, Black Ops 1. Since Black Ops 4 lacked a campaign, an extension had to be made to Black Ops 1. Dragovich is a devious guy who's willing to betray his own men just to advance Soviet interests in Nova 6. Not to mention he tries to brainwash the protagonist, Alex Mason, into becoming a Soviet sleeper agent in order to assassinate President Kennedy.
Come on!
Number 2, Raul Mendez, Black Ops 2. Perhaps the most sympathetic villain on this list, Raul Mendez is driven mad after his sister is accidentally killed by Frank Woods. Though ruthless even before then, this drove Mendez over the edge as he then tricks Woods into seemingly killing his best friend Alex Mason and then shows the latter's body to his son, David. He returns again in 2025 where he had just one goal in mind, to watch the world burn. Charismatic and methodical, his actions could in fact result in him actually winning in the end by causing global anarchy through a blackout.
No witnesses.
Number 1, Vladimir Makarov, Modern Warfare 2 and 3. Beating out Mendez just barely is the one and only Makarov, who gets under the player's skin just about every time he's on screen. The man is willing to do whatever it takes in restoring Russia to its former Soviet glory. The man ignites World War III by massacring hundreds of his own countrymen at an airport and frames the US for it. This causes the deaths of millions from the war and ends with him being the reason fan favorite Soap dies in front of a devastated Captain Price. Oh, and he was also responsible for the nuke in the first Modern Warfare. All this makes for perhaps one of the most satisfying villain deaths in gaming, as Price hangs him from a wire at a hotel in Dubai. Karma is real after all. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit a like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.